Hello, my wonderful spirit guides. Today I'm going to be reacting to FKA Twigs' Caprisongs. I'm so excited. I know I'm a little bit late to it. It came out on my birthday actually, which was the 14th of January, and it's now the 18th of January, but I was away. I was away in London going to see Moulin Rouge in the West End with my cousins. Had an amazing time, did lots of fun things, and but it really did hurt my back and my whole skeleton. The whole skeleton felt like it was rearranged. So I did need some time just to kind of relax a little bit before starting again, because as you know, when I'm sat in these seats, if you've seen my videos before, when I'm sat down in a seat, I get a bad back so badly. I am in physio, I am trying to work it all out. It's a whole ordeal, this back issue thing. It's been going on for years, so yes. But anyway, I'm so excited to get into this. Also, I've had the song Lights On by Twigs in my head, literally since being in London. It's just been in my head, and I think it's because I keep thinking of this album and then thinking of Twigs and whatever. But anyway, I'm really, really looking forward to getting into it. It's a 17-song album by the looks of it. I've heard it's quite low-key, quite chill, a bit different to our other stuff and so on, but I'm still so here for it. FKA Twigs was one of the first people that I reacted to on this channel, I think the third artist or something, and really got me into kind of experimental sort of sound. I imagine this one isn't going to be so experimental, but I don't know, I'm excited to hear it. So yeah, if you'd like to go on Patreon, please do. Live streams in the middle tier. You'll be able to read it all if you go on the link in the description. First tier is you get uncut early access videos, and it just really helps me out. It's like a little thank you. And then the third tier is all taken up at the moment, and that's album requests. Also follow me on Instagram and I will follow you back if you want me to. Let me know if you don't. Anyway, let's go. Time to ruin the curls with headphones. These big ass headphones. Okay, I am ready. Okay, first song is called Ride the Dragon. I can only imagine what that might mean. When you hear the term chase the dragon, it's doing hero. I don't like saying DRUGS names on YouTube, just because it could get demonetized, even though it'd probably be demonetized anyway because of copyright. But I always try and solve it somehow, but it doesn't always work. Anyway, I just don't want to make it worse than it is. So yeah, to do with hero. Yeah, so Ride the Dragon, I wonder what that means. Is that anything to do with that or nothing to do with that? Because I just thought chasing the dragon's you're chasing the high, and riding it is riding the high. But I don't know if it means anything to do with that, so I'm just going to click on it and see.
Hey, I made you a mixtape. When I feel me, it feels good.
That's sweet voice. So
You wanna get a bit of my mystique?
Ooh.
I'm still a mysterious bitch.
Yeah.
I keep it moving, keep on dancing.
Wow, she's really up there in her nasal sort of sound. I keep it moving, I keep it dancing. It's that babyish kind of softer feminine tone that's just really I don't know, sweet, interesting, and that slow beat is nice. Ooh, that's tight.
Kiss me, baby.
Oh, I love this.
Kiss me, baby. I've been waiting for so long.
Oh, ooh, nice. And now we're moving into waiting a minute for your love. More of a classical tone. No, wah, wah, from being also the way that beat came in a little faster and more full, and the vocal was a lot more prominent. Just tight. It was so ooh, yeah.
When you gonna take me out to play? Work all day.
Ooh.
You got me feeling some type of way. Play ooh la la, très chic.
She changes her voice so much.
I'm a boss in my life, do I really have to boss in the sheets?
Ooh.
Really want to kiss me?
I like that. I was going to say as well that like
Softer voice is very submissive. If you want to kiss me,
you know, it's like, you know, but then she keeps bouncing between kind of tones, like, and I love that though. I'm a boss in my life. Do I really have to be a boss in the sheets? And then it just kind of makes sense. It's like being like, hey, I just want to kind of submiss when it comes to the bedroom. Classic Capricorn. Ooh, I love the sampling. Who produced this? FKA Twigs and El Goncho? It's so together.
skipping through the city, feeling pretty with nobody to get on. So if you really want to kiss me, do it quickly for the end of the song.
Ooh.
Waiting a minute for your love.
That's interesting. It makes it feel a little bit more like medieval, you know? Like the and like the like the pan-pipey sound of like the kind of old what, I don't know, what was that? Like a little, was it a fiddle? No, I can't tell now. Some sort of flute. But and then waiting a minute for your love. Yeah, it made it feel really kind of medieval a little bit. Yeah. All right, I freaking loved that. Like, what? And it's the first song, and I'm not normally a first song type of gal. Let me tell you, I'm not. So, okay, second song is Honda.
So, yeah, one morning, I don't know, Monday or something. Are you listen? Anyways, I'm one of a kind. Well, people like me, one of a kind. When life gives us lemons, we just take in the essence. Yeah, me. Don't look back. Keep driving. Know what I'm saying? Leave the sourness behind you. Keep driving. OTSS, only the strongest survive. Honda, baby.
Baby, we can roll it on the M-way. Smoke it, Honda, roll it. Baby, we can smoke it. Ooh, on the M-way. Yeah. One of a kind.
I'm sorry, but that came in so damn tough. Ugh. She's really like leaning into that hip hop sound as well. But still keeping that like FKA Twigs kind of experimental sound too. Like, I'm so impressed. I thought it was going to be like really different, like really just like not like old FKA Twigs at all. But actually, her essence is in there, just riding a little bit harder with the hip hop feeling. I'm so damn here for it. My fellow Capricorn queen.
From sunlight to moonshine, you'll always be mine. They don't understand my grief. Look, conquer, you never have to worry cause they under you. I wonder why you so delicious. Baby, you can roll, here's a Rizzler, Honda, smoke while we glide on the M-way. Baby, love a girl who golly, who move her back to back.
Step is twinning,
Oh, her
baby.
voice.
Louis V matching. Hold it down, baby. We can travel around the globe. Come and fly with me. Like my jigger kid, they said we can get it jiggy. They ain't no one like you. They ain't no one like me. Would you still be a freak even when we turn 50? Still on my Zeus even when we turn 60? Would you hold it down if a judge gave me 20?
I don't know why I just found a suit. I've been watching I always get the name wrong. I keep calling it something so stupid. I've been watching, well, I finished watching it now, but I've been watching People Just Do Nothing. Literally, every time I say to my boyfriend, let's watch People Just Do Nothing, I say everything but that. I'm like, can we watch We Are People? Can we watch Who Are People? Can we watch We Are Nearly People? I don't know why, I just always get it wrong. But they were using the term zoot so much and like for, you know, the devil's lettuce. And I don't know why, it just kept making me laugh, like, I need a zoot. And I don't know why It's so funny, it just is. So hearing it again, zoot, like this. I've never heard it before watching that show, and now I'm reading it now. I'm like, yes, roll up the zoot.
From sunlight to moonshine, you'll always be mine.
Love the harmony.
They don't understand like we do. Wonder boy, interplay in my vicinity. We are the synergy.
Eyes in the
Back,
never be
slap,
energy.
sweet, feeling me.
The way you moving it amaze me, darling. You the baddest. How can I deny it?
It's so fucking good. I love this sound. I love this sound. This is like something that I just love to go with, and it's so good. It's just so good, and like it's actually quite technical as well. The way that they're like doing the words like this. She's doing some, he's doing some, and matching it all up. It's very rhythmic. It's very like fun. It gives me a lot for my mind to catch onto, because sometimes you can hear like a hip hop track that can sound quite monotonous. You know, doing the same thing, same beat, it can be quite hard to switch it up sometimes. I always really like when you get a good like sounding vocal, good lyrics, you know what I mean? It's nothing too like astonishing, the lyrics, but the way they do them is fun.
Baby,
and that beat though, and they really change up the dynamic with light and lows in the song. Yeah! See? Oh, that piano, you know.
Can't smoke it. Ooh. Honda. Ooh, baby, Honda.
Nice. Again, the outro leaving it a little bit like, you know, makes you go, oh, okay, like that's really taken away from the hip hop sound and added a bit more something different. Like that was a bit more of like a ballady sound with the piano and the oohs. It sounded more heavenly. Interesting. All right, next song is called Meta Angel. Oh, that's funny too, because meta, like as one word, but when you say it, Meta Angel, it sounds like you're saying, I've met an angel. I've met an angel. I don't know.
Saggy moon, Pisces Veen, Caprisongs.
Wait, so she said Saggy moon, Pisces, Venus, I think she was saying. Capri Sun. Nice. My daughter's a Pisces and my partner's a Pisces. I'm Capri Sun if you're interested. I'm Capricorn Sun, Gemini Moon, and Cancer Ascending. I don't know what my Venus one is though. I think I do. Actually, I think it's Aquarius.
And then each year I'm still so shy, so quiet.
Of greatness, growth, and being free.
Oh, cute.
I'm telling you.
No, I want to be more confident. I really do.
I really do. To the universe, like the universe is so powerful. You're gonna be more free, and you're gonna laugh more, and you're gonna have more fun.
Do you think so?
This is
I don't think so. I know
cute.
so.
I remember Twigs saying about how she's actually really quite shy. But this kind of album already feels kind of confident, you know. Ooh.
I wish I had not found you before.
Beautiful.
And maybe life would just slow down.
Wow.
I don't think that I'll make it on my own.
So beautiful.
I've got voices in my head. Where'd you go? Throw it in the fire.
Wow.
Ego in the fire.
Okay, I really like that she's using her more natural emotive tone here. The backing vocals are very but her actual is like do 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 do. Ooh, you know, very like got a bit of a cry tone in there. Oh, cry tone, making it feel very emotive, and also just her usual kind of speech kind of voice singing, like when you think of cellophane and stuff like that. Didn't I do it for you? You know? And then Now moving into throw it into the fire with the auto-tune really adds to that. I feel like really changes it up, but and throwing it in the fire almost feels like the vocal has been thrown in the fire and being like kind of burnt and singed and manipulated in that way, like melting. But I think that's really cool and it sounds nice. I love that steady.
Where'd you go?
But
Throw it in the fire. Ego in the fire.
yeah, good.
I've got love for desire. Soprano in the choir.
Nice. That's cute.
I've got love for desire. It gets higher and higher.
Oh, fire! With that bit of, it actually, you know, you could actually sound like it was something burning. I love that. Cool, so I wasn't far off saying something like that. But also, I love how she says, throw in the fire, ego in the fire. Because, like, people always think about the word ego meaning, like, oh, we're so egotistical, meaning that we love ourselves and all this. But actually, everyone in the world has an ego, and the ego is actually something that's built to protect us. The ego is like a part of us that thinks it's doing the right thing, but oftentimes isn't. It's a thing that tries to keep us safe, but it doesn't care about you. It doesn't care about what you will do to be safe, if you know what I mean. So say if you're like anxious about something, instead of like being in the sweet voice in your head saying, it's okay, it's going to be okay, the ego would be like, it's not okay, it's all going to fuck up, so don't do that. You know, and the ego might come across rude or harsh or like abrupt and arrogant and so on, but it's all just to cover up insecurity and to protect ourselves. So throwing the ego in the fire is of course a good thing, like just stripping away that shell that we have and being more vulnerable and real and letting ourselves grow. So I love that.
That makes it sound so easy. A pretty picture with a quote.
Yeah.
I get confused with what I really want. I got voices in my head. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Throw it in the fire.
Oh.
Ego in the fire. I've got love for desire. Soprano in the choir.
Oh, a dryer. Nice.
I've got love for desire. It gets higher and higher. Some kind of better angel.
Ooh. So cool. Making those rhythmic feelings with the vocal is so nice. Ooh. And then it ends like that in my... I love that. That one was really beautiful, really meaningful, very like vulnerable and so on like that, and real. I really enjoyed that. And it was really nice to have like two songs that kind of hit really hard and then go into something quite like beautiful like that. I really liked how that was spaced in that way, placed in that way, spaced. But anyway, next one is Tears in the Club with 15 million listens. I know that this one is quite popular. It came out as a single and it's also with The Weeknd. I literally have not heard it, I don't think. Unless I did it on Patreon, but I don't know. I really don't think I've heard this. So yeah, let's go for it.
Tears in the club. 'Cause your love's gonna be fucked up. I wanna get you out of my hips, my thighs, my hair, my eyes, my late night cries.
Oh, I love that.
Wanna take my clothes off, wanna touch my hips, my thighs, my hair, not yours, all mine. 'Cause you hurt. I don't wanna believe that I belong to you. I move myself in ways that you could never do. I want you more, I want you more. Tears in the club. 'Cause your love's gonna be fucked up.
I like how the backing vocal goes tears in the club, and it goes tears in the club again, but it's so manipulated under like electronics, like, you know what I mean? Like it's all like I don't know, crazy. You could barely even hear it, but because I'm reading the lyrics, I can tell. Maybe I'd be able to tell anyway, but I don't know. I like that though. It kind of made me think of being drowned out by music, but like crying in the club and no one even knows. You know, it's almost like secret crying in the middle of like loads of people, like hiding in plain sight under the music. I don't know. Cool. I love the vocals, love the words in this one too. I really liked I want to get you out of my hips, my thighs, my hair, my eyes, my late night cries. Like, oh, I love that. That's like kind of like a little deep one on the end. Like my hips, my thighs, my hair, but even my thighs, you know? Like, I don't want you coming round here no more, getting in between my thighs. You know? I love it. I think it's so simple, but so good. Okay, let's keep going. I'm a drown in the beat now. Exactly. Kind of what I was saying. Sorry, just before we get into the Weeknd's part. What's his name? Albert. Albert. What's he called? Abe. Abe. What is he called? Abel. It is Abel. Okay, yeah. Before we get into his part, I was just going to say that I want your body, I'll never leave you now. That bit reminds me a little bit of like old school Lana Del Rey, like, oh yeah, baby, bow down, making me so wild now. And I was just thinking about how like Abel and Lana did a song together, and now Twigs and Abel doing a song together, and it just makes sense. So yeah, liking that.
When my song come on, give you chills, get you crying in the club, babe. So many tears, cause you're trying to fight the love, babe. Unload your emotions, babe. You've been suppressing emotions, oh, there's no escaping me on the radio.
Nice. Sound is so watery as well. I love that it's called Tears in the Club, but I was thinking from the very first song, there's so much watery tones in this. It just feels so tight and washes together in such a beautiful way. All the EQ is just perfectly made, like leveled out. I really like this, and I like how it's like being like, yeah, go away, but I still want you. I think about us together. I think that's just like a really cool, like, you know, song for like the kind of masses, like a pop to be made into a popular song. I think they've gone quite simple with it, but in like a still unique and fun way. I don't know, I just think it's a really good move. It's really good. Interesting. Yeah, like honestly, like I was just thinking, like when this first came out, like fans, like FKA fans, like what did you think? Did you think, wow, this is really different to her older stuff? Is it all going to be like this? Or were you like, wow, I love this move that she's made. I love this. Or like, what were your thoughts? Because I'm so interested to know. Because I feel like if I heard that first, I wouldn't know what to expect. I don't know what I'd be expecting, because it is quite different to the other ones, for sure. Again, still holding that Twigs sort of energy, but still different too. I don't know. Anyway, next song is Oh My Love.
I went out with this boy once, yeah, and I met all his family, went to some like family barbecue, and in the end, oh no, you're not my girl. You know, we're just like hanging out, aren't we?
Damn.
It's been a long, long road to get here, but you never said what you wanna do. It's been a long road, but you never said if you're letting me go for sure. I could be with anyone. I'm buzzing like a pussycat. Fire. your love. Why you playing, baby boy, what's up? Everybody knows that I want your love. Why you playing, baby boy, what's up?
Oh my gosh, so many different like moments here. So it starts off really like, you know, like cute, and then it goes in, you know, like emotive sort of thing, and slow, and then it goes straight into like that I could be with anyone, I'm fussy like a pussycat, and it's all like sassy again, but like still soft, you know, and a little bit emotional still. And then in the pre-chorus it's just got that like, everybody knows that I want your love. I can't help but think of Spice Girls when I hear this little post-chorus here. You know, like, da, 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 da. Everybody knows that I want your love. I can't help it. I love it, though. I didn't want to stop it because I was like, oh, I'm going with the motion here.
You wanna waste the day, I wanna spend the night. When our rhythm be run away, I wanna make it right. You're just pushing me, pulling me. Killing me, softly.
Nice reference.
If you're letting me go,
really like the beat.
Sure.
So smooth.
What you wanna do? I could be with anyone. I'm fussy like a pussycat. You're the only one I want.
Yeah, this one's got the instrumental and the beats really tight, really nice. And all the production, all the songs have just been immaculate so far. I can really hear when I like a production sound, it makes the album for me, like really helps. And like when I can hear that good production, I don't know, it's so satisfying. It makes me feel complete, it makes me feel safe, it makes me just feel happy, it makes me feel like, yes, this is quality work. But those beats and the boom, boom, it's so chill, it's so vibey, and this drum is so hard, yet the actual rhythm and the beat of it is so like chill, and it really allows you to listen to the words, read the words, like soak in the lyrics of the song.
Love and then you take it back. All the kisses, all the fun. I hate it when you give me half, never give me half. Everybody knows that I want your love. Why you playing, baby boy? What's up?
Oh, that's
Everybody
cool.
knows
The
that I want
groove.
your love. Everybody knows that I want your love. Everybody knows that I want your love. Everybody knows that I want your love. Want your love. Want your. Want your.
We've not got a long time here, so love yourself, know your worth, and fuck crying over these stupid boys that don't even recognise the worth in themselves. Just trying to.
I love how the music like broke when she says fuck, and you got to think the way she said it was so, and it felt like a beat within itself, so it felt like a drum was hitting anyway in that like midst of no music at all. Perfect.
Stupid boys that don't even.
Word placement is so important, especially if you're going to do breaks. If you do a break in a song, you've really got to put the right words in that break, and yeah, that was perfectly done.
Recognise the worth in themselves. Just trying to steal your youth. Bye, bye. But I love you, and I wish you could see in you what I see in you, what everyone sees in you, because that's the golden stuff right there, and these are your golden years. So
how cute! Just like fuck these boys, like seriously. Sorry, I'm freezing, so I'm wrapping myself up like a sausage roll. It's nice to have like these girls on it as well, being like, yeah, I know what it feels like, I relate, but you know what? These guys, they ain't worth it. You're amazing, you're deserving, so just live your best life. All right, next song is Pamplemousse. Pamplemousse? Okay. It's really light. I reckon a big bass is gonna hit at some point. It's like Tinder. I'm so surprised. I really felt like it was gonna have like a hard-hitting bass, and when I said there's going to be a heavy bass, I had this like little thought in my head of like, but what if it's not? What if there isn't? What if it actually like do like a little spin off where it isn't? Maybe in the outro there will be, because everything like the EQ is so light here. Either this song or the next song, there'll be a moment where it's like a heavy bass part. But I don't know. But yeah, it just made me think of like a Tinder, right? Vogue filter face. So like, you know, getting your like nice picture, talk to me, like typing swipe up to dream, like super swiping or whatever. Tap my heart, like heart picture, or maybe Instagram, something. Do you know what I mean? And she does say me and the girls with our phones out, so kind of makes sense. But I like it. Ooh, hey. So much tension in this song. So much tension.
Okay, Twigs, when are you gonna release it? I'm tired of listening to it on loop. Listen, when it came out, I was going through a breakup. I used to walk around Paris with on repeat for this song. We need it to be released. Please, Twig, come on. Make my wish come true.
Interesting. Okay. Oh, sorry, it's got us on shuffle. Okay, cool. So that was like, had so much tension, and intention in song, if you haven't seen my videos before, is where something feels very like, you know, like, you know, it's a lot of highs, a lot of like choppy fast beats and stuff like that, you know, and you know, it's all very light and lifted. There's no like boom, or like a, you know, like no like bass drop or something. It's just a lot of tension, and normally you'll get a release. So I wonder if the next song will have a release, or if it's just a very tension feeling song. I really like it. Cool. Not been one bad one on here so far. Okay, Caprisongs interlude, baby, with Georgia Smith and Unknown T. Nice. Light beat. Oh no. Get off the shuffle. Okay, yeah, so that was the interlude. Alright, next song, Lightbeamers. Oof.
Don't do it again. Don't do it
so
again.
much sampling of vocals in here.
Did you
this
ever feel
album.
this way before? All the indigo and light beamers.
So beautiful.
Been sad for a while.
Oh.
Are you running from your life? Beat down cause there ain't nobody on your side. Lay yourself, you love yourself. Lay down your fears, baby, ain't nobody die from it now.
Wow.
Lay down your fears, baby, ain't nobody die from it now.
Okay.
When it hurts.
I'm never usually keen on like a baby voice. My boyfriend hates a baby voice. Like the squeaky voice sort of thing. I kind of don't mind it actually in particular things, like if it's done well. And I just want to say that was done so well, because it was just only slightly manipulated too. I almost felt like she was just singing it like that. But I was like, no, there's a slight manipulation there. But I believe she could kind of go, like she could kind of sing it like that. That's why it was like I liked it, I suppose, because I had the belief that she could do it. But this is really cool so far. It's like really just going with it again.
But then the things that make you. When you smile, your tongue comes through. When you cry, do you feel brand new?
Oh, I love
Yourself in
this.
the room. You're so beautiful, you are the perfect view. Put it in your phone, read it when you're down and out. Pretty inside. Put it in your phone, read it when you're down and out. Pretty inside. Put it in your phone, read it when you're down and out.
This is amazing.
Do it again. Pretty inside. Do it again. This is for the hard dreamers. Been sad for a while. love yourself. Show you that you love it. Lay down your fears, baby, ain't nobody got from the
Beautiful song. Really uplifting. So uplifting. Nice. I really like that one. That is a really good one. I really liked the words to that one. It also reminded me of, like, I know as you're saying, like, write down on your phone something nice to yourself. I do that often when I've been really feeling low. You write something like, you can do this, you got this. And then when you feel sad, have a look at it. It's a really good thing to do. It also reminded me of doing like little moon wishes as well, like writing down your wishes for the full moon. I guess because it's Caprisongs and it's about like the star signs. I kind of just thought of like the moon in that way, and like I've often done it on a full moon when you write down a wish and see if it comes true that like month, or charge water by moonlight and make a wish and then drink it the next day, sort of thing. But yeah, just something kind of like beautiful about it. Okay, and spiritual and sweet and a lot of self-love and self-worth and work, you know, therapeutic, something that she's learned by the sounds of it. All right, next song is Papibones feat. Shy Girl, and I love Shy Girl, so I'm so excited to hear this. If you like Shy Girl and haven't seen any of my other videos, I recommend going to watch my reaction to Shy Girl Alias. Shy Girl watched it herself, and that was incredibly amazing. So yeah, big fan. Let's go for it. Papibones. Ooh. Ooh.
Let me tell you something, yeah. Yeah, that can wine. All these people, you know it's movie star Johnny, UK dancer general. And right now, I'm going to introduce a song. See this song, yeah, that can wine. Or yeah, that can dance. And I'm just meaning like, she just lets herself be free and so expressive and just don't give a fuck.
Right.
Oh, there's nothing more sexier than that.
That's right. Be yourself and being free and don't give a fuck.
You say I've never realized that Caprisongs energy, where's the grind up on in your area?
Nice.
Wants to send up on my love. Don't stop, happy, don't stop.
Nice.
Don't stop, switch it up and don't stop.
Bit of reggaeton sort of sound too.
Strong grip gripping on my body.
Ooh.
Never stop, I am in her body. Not enough, just a little more. Eyes wide shut, we can rock till the morning. Papi got an itch, I could specify. Tell me when, tell me when.
Oh my god, yes, I love Shy Girl. She just sounds so good. She could just do that like flat kind of tone, that the speech level tone in that way, and it just sounds so fucking good, like, and sexy, all of it, tough, confident, like cool, you know, all of it. It feels like there's so much personality in one tone.
Papi got an itch, I could specify. Tell me when, tell me where, I can reach your body fine.
Caprisongs energy, Caprisongs energy.
Yeah.
Don't stop, happy, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop. Oh, you're so damn fine, we bump and grind and twirl. My champagne bubble love, my champagne bubble girl.
I love it.
FKA, Twigs, Jamaica, England.
Don't stop, backtrack if you wanna tap that. Real steady, in fact, can you even handle that?
Don't feel like I could be with a girl and she can't dance.
Let's start it again. Don't stop, happy, don't stop, happy.
Oh, I love that. Love it. Really love that reggaeton sound with it, because it's still got that hip hop sound and the reggaeton, R&B, you know, all of it being on the offbeat just feels so good. It's really hard to pause this one because it just has that, again, and quite a lot of these songs, like it just has that like moving flow, and there's like little bits keep happening here and there. You just want to get into it more and more. I'm really, really enjoying it.
We bump and grind and twirl. My champagne bubble love, my champagne bubble girl.
Sexy. Loved it. Huh. I love that there's such a mixture of songs in here. Ones that you can really just like, you know, bump and grind to and like dance to, and some that are just really like beautiful and you can relax to and just listen to. I think that's so fun. That makes like such a good album, not just for like the artsy like fans and the intricate music fans, but for the people who just love music and just want to dance to music, stick an album on in the car. It makes a really good mainstream album as well. Okay. Next song is called Which Way, Feet Dystopia. Ooh, nice sound.
This is like the perfect music to think.
It's like an elevator music, but you're going to the 50th floor.
I didn't even realise I have no thoughts though.
It sounds a little bit like Korean or Japanese, you know, something of like that kind of sound. I'm not sure, but like, yeah, I like it though, and it's really light. There's also something slightly 90s about it too, for sure, or like early 2000s actually.
1, 2, 3, hey! I had a good job and I left.
Ooh!
I had a good job and I left.
I left because I thought it was right. Oh, that's funny. Oh my god, I literally do this thing all the time in school, like when I was in school, because we had a music teacher come in when I was in primary school, and we had to do this like marching around in a circle, and we used to go left, left, left my job because I thought it was right, and then we turn to the right, and then we go right for the family, whoop-de-doo, and turn around again. And so you keep going around going left, left. I left my job because I thought it was right, right, right for the family, whoop-de-doo. So that's so funny that she said that, and I'm like, did you do the same song?
Right, left, right, left.
That's so funny.
Then on Twitter, you're not like, I'm the rock star, not my boyfriend. I'm not the rock star's girlfriend. I'm the rock star girlfriend. Do you get what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like I'm not the accessory to the rock star. I'm the rock
This
star.
is such Capricorn energy.
Do you get what I mean?
Ooh. Ooh, ran into this.
Go outside and feel this.
Okay, I'm gonna pause it. But yeah, it's so cool that it's called Caprisongs, and actually there is a lot of Capricorn energy going on in this. Very much like I'm the rock star, not the rock star's girlfriend. Capricorns, as most people know, are very driven and very like they want to succeed and be good at their work and so on like that. The natural born leaders sort of thing. So kind of makes sense. Anyway, it's Ran Into Jealousy feat Rima.
Sun is shining on my better side. I've not always had my way, but I forgive my sins. Yeah, baby, that's okay. Jealousy you put on me. Yeah, and your feelings way too deep. That's why your mind's so wide.
Girl, take it easy, take it slow. You follow me everywhere that I go. Don't let me take you back to your mama. 20 missed calls cause I'm not home.
Jealousy you put on me. Yeah, and your feelings way too deep.
I like that. I like when she says deep, like, because you'd imagine her to go, you're in your feelings way too deep. But she's like, deep. So kind of like off. You wouldn't imagine it so much, and it almost feels deeper, you know? Like you could feel a deep, dense sensation when she does that. Especially because it's off.
That's why your mind's up waves in motion, moving in my life.
That's so nice.
Knowing that I'm better off without your blue.
Yeah.
I just wanna go outside and feel the sun is shining on my better side.
This one's very very vibey.
Always had my way, but I forgive my sins, yeah, baby, that's okay. Jealousy put on me.
It's very repetitive.
It's way too deep. That's why your mind's on put on me. That's why your mind's on
Okay. It's not that I didn't like the song, because I did. I liked it for its flow, I liked it for its energy, I liked it for its vibiness. It just made me a little bit tired. It was a little bit repetitive. It was more vibey. It's more just like background music to me. Nothing too extreme. Just nice, just a nice song. So yeah, I didn't love, but I liked it. Okay, next song. Careless feat Daniel Caesar. Caesar.
Like shit and the space needs to be
my heart dissolves.
Oh, lovely harmony.
Away to the rhythm of you. You bring your soul to mine.
Like, this is clearly, it's a slower song, right? You go back to Jealousy, where it had like a consistent beat, right? And then this one has consistent beat, but it's slower. However, this song, with the harmonies and just the way it's been sang and certain little aspects, are keeping me hooked in more than Jealousy. Because Jealousy had that like constant repetition. This one has something still a little different, and the harmony can really like capture me, and I think that's really important. I like this more. Oof, nice vocal.
You say you can't decide, but I'm just trying to put it where you want. Take me now.
Beautiful.
You could be careless. You could be careless.
I love this.
You could be careless with me. You could be careless.
Oh, this one. This is giving me a lot of different energy. This is giving me a little bit of Lana, a little bit of Marina. Like some of Marina's older songs, for sure. But what the hell? You can be careless. And the way it just, you know, onto the beat like that, that little half-time, almost like whole tone beat. I just, yeah, freaking love it. I love this vibe. It's so, pulls me in.
Fumble here and fumble there. Infatuated, I don't care. Long as I can lay down next to you, run my fingers through your hair.
It's the pain that gets me there.
I follow my feelings, leader. Be my guide, yeah, be my teacher. I know where you're going, well, I don't either. That could be a problem.
Yes.
I definitely feel that kind of sexual energy through this one again. And like, you can be careless with me. It's not like she's saying, you know, you can be a little bit careless with me. She's literally giving the command of, you could be careless with me. You could do that if you want. You could do it. I'm fine with that. It's that sexual energy again of being submissive. And if you know me, if you've seen my channel, and if you haven't, I'm very into like sexy sounds when it comes to music. Don't know what it is, it just really speaks to me. They always sound just so good, and I feel it like deep in my soul. Half the reason why I love Sevdelisa so much. And this album has been giving me Sevdelisa in little parts as well, so I'm happy about that. Nice voice. Very nice. This is very much like when I made my first album, this is very much how I wanted it to sound. But it definitely didn't sound this way. Some of you have actually heard it, but yeah, it's weird. It's like I wish it sounded like this. I wanted to go for this kind of vibe, that like kind of the way the sampling of the vocals is just phenomenal, and just like the pulse kind of sensation of that slow beat and beautiful like vocals, glass like vocals, stunning. I really like that one. Okay, next song, Minds of Men.
Great minds of men will fall down without nature's peace.
Ooh, very pure.
Intertwined, we will stand.
Very nice. This is giving me a little bit more of Magdalene energy for sure.
Crown you with my love, lay down the weak, down, troubles. Lay your troubles down, and your heavy crown. Take your troubles off.
Oh, I like that.
I'ma love you so.
Oh, I like that.
Let's make amends with minds of men. Give him your love and don't deny. Be the shoulder where he cries.
Wow.
Love and death is
ooh, the vocal tricks. Definitely feeling it being like, you know, with she's basically saying with my feminine energy and touch and like my softness, you can also be soft too, and you're safe with me, and let me be in control whilst being soft, you know, but I'm going to lead you into that vulnerability. Like she's talking to a man, you know what I mean? Because men can be so tough and that toxic masculinity sort of stuff. She's kind of being like, you know, let all of that go, be free, be with me, and become the boy. It's very beautiful, actually.
Many minds of men do the best they can. We don't want to fight. Let me take your hand.
Wow. Ooh.
Just lay your worries down.
Just read these lines.
Now it's a woman's world.
That's gorgeous. So nice. I love that, and it's kind of what I was saying about, like, you know, her softness, her energy, her like warmth makes her in control of the situation, and like inviting him to do that too, you know, become that softer like version of himself, makes him part of her world in a sense. And then she says it's a woman's world, now it's a woman's world. I love that. That's really beautiful and really encouraging, actually. It's just a lovely song. I really like the meaning of it. Wonderful. Okay, Track Girl Interlude.
What's the melody you're doing?
Ooh, I liked that. That was clever.
Like, fuck mentality was my type. A sense of protection, that's what it gives me. That's what I connected with. But I have to be sexually attracted to you though.
It's like a massive deal.
Don't you know that I like you? This is a big deal.
You usually smoke weed.
Period.
You usually sell drugs.
Period. I'm there for it, sis.
I would look at his Track Girl.
Interesting. It's just like fragments of conversation.
Yeah,
I haven't been heartbroken since I was about 17 either. I'm proper heartbroken at the moment. Yeah.
That sucks, like,
Are you dating someone proper?
No, it was like really complicated. Like everything I get into is nothing's ever easy.
You seem like a crazy girlfriend though.
Do I?
Yeah.
You're not alone.
It's kind of hilarious. Interesting. It just sounded like a few like field recordings of like what was going on in the studio, what's going on in the room, sort of thing. Like, yeah, interesting. I like that little interlude, and it really speaks a lot about obviously love and going for the bad boy and like someone that's going to break your heart and feeling a bit toxic yourself and going for someone who's toxic. Just like that's literally what our world is like, isn't it? Anyway, this song is called Darjeeling feat. Georgia Smith and Unknown T.
You're not alone. I'll wait till the end of time. Hit OT, a track superstar. Crystal Palace, brat, brat, brat. Lymph for Christi, stadium. Every Tuesday, flagging a boy. Body hot like cooking below. We like to make love like whilst the dogs. I was on his side, 55 to making a pro.
Ran towards the lights, thought I could find something bigger than the town that I had left behind.
Nice
voice.
voice.
On my back's not saying my goodbyes. Also used to be a place I'd only ever start my dreams in, but home is where my heart is. Feel so alone in a city so big, 'cause I used to know the person that lived at 23 and try to smell the flowers that weren't on the karma green. Getting off the 6 oysters just to spend my 30p.
Really like her voice, Georgia's voice, for sure. I think I'm going to be reacting to some Georgia soon. Don't know why, but this looks really low down. It's been like that the whole time, but I think. Did it move? I don't know. I've changed it now anyway. But she kind of sounds like a female version of another artist that I listen to. I only listen to one of their songs. I forgot what they're called, so this is pointless. But yeah, she's just got a voice that I recognise, but it's like a male that I'm thinking of. Anyway, lovely voice.
I was just getting to know myself. The city brought me in. Inside, dialing my confidence up about my hair and my skin. Yeah, you're not alone. I'll wait till the end of time. Croydon College, stacking up what? Love so big, I gave him my all. East or south, we're dreaming it all.
Listen, had to clean up my heart, mind, body and soul. The London city's my home. She love Mayfair, come babe, leak at your toes. Put bricks in the sticks, can we remake though? Invest my flow to my young boy, look in your book and grow. Back then used to boot like we do up pro. Now it's fins, we part from the block back days, can we show down shows? There's so much patience is greatness, can we bake and toast? Don't go scar practice makes perfect, girl. If you don't know, leave it to me, I'll coast.
Nice. Very cool. I'm really just like reading the lyrics here because they're going quite fast. But it just seems like they're talking about like leaving to go to the city, and they're like stories of what it was like, you know, like getting off the 6 at Oysters just to spend my 30p, you know what I mean? Like not having a lot of money as you move to the city and feeling really alone and so on like that. And FKA says something like, the city had broke me in, inside dialing my confidence up about my hair and my skin, you know, as she obviously wasn't living in a city before, and now she's in a place where there's so much culture and diversity. That probably felt really good. Over an electro drill beat, each artist recounts their journey to the London music scene and how lonely it could sometimes be. While in the chorus, Twigs interpolates Olive's song, You're Not Alone, to describe London as a place so diverse that anyone could feel at home. Yeah, okay, good. I'm so glad I was on the right track there. So yeah, makes sense. I like it, I really like it. And it's funny as well, this sounds so silly, but I was just in London, literally I was just there, and it made me think actually, like when I was there, how diverse it was and how much I just loved that. And I also thought of how big it is and like how really you could be anywhere and like make a group of friends and see how it fits and vibes well for you. And if you had money and if you didn't enjoy it, you could go somewhere else in London and make a whole new group of friends. And you know what I mean? It's so big, you can have a lot of life there. There's a lot of like lifestyles, life things like you could do. And I like playing The Sims, right? So it sounds hilarious, but I kind of was looking at it like that, like, wow, you can really have so many different like opportunities being there. And it's just filled with so much like diversity, which is beautiful. And like, I live in a predominantly white town. It's so small. I live in Devon, which is like pretty much like 98% like white or something, and like really ridiculous. It's so damn white here. So going to London, it was so nice just to see like everyone just together, and it was like, oh, this is like what I want more of. It feels more like I'm in the world, if that makes sense. It feels real. Like yeah, I don't know, it sounds a bit weird, like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like, I just feel like I don't know anything a lot of the time, like, and how do I exercise my passionate soul when it comes to, like, really giving a shit about, like, all cultures and everything when I can't even be around it a lot of the time. So, yeah, I don't know, but it's interesting, I really like this.
While he hadn't got big grand, had to change a couple schools cause I wasn't fitting in. Feel so alone when the city gets cold. I've known that I'd make it since I was a young girl. The world is right there, I hear it calling, but home is a place that makes my heart sing.
Nice.
You're not alone.
Wow.
I'll wait till the end of time.
This is so beautiful and so lovely.
End of time for you. Open your mind. Surely it's time to be with me.
That's really cute. I really like that. I really like how about they talk about their journeys and what it felt like and how like crazy it was. But it's almost like singing to the listener if you want to, you know, reach out of that circle where you feel a little bit like the only one in like a crowd, you know, and you feel very alone in your circumstance. Like, come be in London, come to the city, come to where life is really just like filled with like diverse like culture and so on, and diverse everything, you know, just come and you'll see. It almost feels a little bit like that to me, even though it could feel lonely when you first move and you might feel a bit scared, like no money and not knowing what to do because of how big it is as well. Like, I can really understand that. It's so funny how we can feel so lonely in such a huge place with millions of people, but it makes sense. It's because like the sheer, it's like you're not going to look at a plate of food like with like 2 bags of pasta on. Normally your mind will go, I don't want to eat that because it looks almost like too much, too filling. You actually feel like less hungry when you look at it because it makes you feel a bit sick. It's literally like too much of anything can just be overwhelming. Where do you fit in? People will just seem to have their lives sorted out, and with a busy city everyone's got a destination and you might not know where yours is yet, so it is really, really difficult. Yeah, so it was a really nice song. It had a lot of meaning to it that I really felt. Okay, next is Christi Interlude, and then it'll be the last song. I think I might just let them run into each other.
Hey there, sweetie. I was just taking a look at your chart, and oh my goodness.
What the?
You are experiencing the most powerful transit right now.
Whoa.
We have the full moon today at 24 degrees of Capricorn. That gives you such an optimistic energy. You believe anything can happen. The world is your oyster.
Cute.
Symbol of the new moon is the seed. Star seeds come through the galactic center.
Star seeds.
To evolve humanity.
Sachi moon, high season. Caprisongs.
Caprisongs. Interesting. I just wanted to say as well, like, I often think I'm a starseed, but I think not too much. I like sometimes think I'm a starseed because of just who I'm not even going to go into it all, but I feel like there's something else that I am. Not a starseed, something else. And I was born on a gibbous moon, so not very entertaining moon at all. But but I was born 14th of January on a gibbous moon. Waning gibbous moon is what it was, sorry. Could have been the full moon, but it wasn't quite. Just kind of missed it. Yeah. But yeah. Let me know if you think you're a starseed. Just let me know. Because I always find that interesting. Some people really believe that they're a starseed. You know? I just find that so interesting. I often feel like I'm something else, mutant in some way, something else that's come down. But maybe that could just be I'm an old soul. But I'm not quite sure. I guess I'll find out at the end of my life, not the album. That'd be cool. Right, anyway, last song. Thank you song.
I wanted to die. I'm just being honest.
Oh gosh.
No longer afraid to say it out loud.
Wow.
Love in motion, see
beautiful.
Tears were falling like rain. I must have cried out, cause you were away. You're the only one who really cares what I say. You turned on the lights as you put me close. All I know is that no one loves me like you. Love in motion.
This is such a beautiful song. I wonder like who it's about, or if it is a who, or if it's a what. You know, is it about her music, her life, or is it about actually someone, you know? I like the whole love in motion, you know, kind of saves me now. Like love in motion being like love happening, love on the go, love in the present right now, like just love in general, love of the world, love around us is what makes us, is what is saving her. I don't know, but it's so beautiful. Or if it is just the love of someone that she's with.
Love in motion. My eyes open. Thank you, thank you. I'm okay. No one loves me like you.
Wow, that's nice. Very spacey one. Beautiful. Okay, so that was the last song. Very interesting. Very like literally saying that she didn't want to be here anymore, sort of thing. And she's literally just being like, thank you. Thank you for saving me, sort of thing. It's also written by Arca too, which kind of makes sense because like the vibes were super spacey and a little bit more experimental again. I think Arca also helped produce Tears in the Club. That's really cool. Love that. Yeah, I didn't even realise Arca had some stuff on here. Arca's very versatile actually. So that's really amazing. Like I didn't even know, but I guess like it's silly because like I don't want to always go, reminds me of Arca, because it might not always be Arca, but like, you know what I mean? But this time I should have said it because, yeah, it was Arca on some of them. But yeah, that song, really like beautiful, just a little love letter, really. My hair. It's okay, actually. It's kind of kept its little thing going on. Anyway, yeah, there were songs in it that I was like, wow, that goes so hard. Like the first two songs, I was like, wow, that's so good. And then the third song came in and it was a bit more like chill and beautiful. And I loved that too. Then Tears in the Club came in, which I thought was a little like mainstream, but still unique, which I thought was really cool. Then there was a couple where I was like, it's okay. I can't remember what they were now, you know. I was a bit like, I think the one with Rima I wasn't that into. I think the vibe was so cohesive, yet there were little spin-offs into different vibes. Like last song had a very spacey sound, and there were some that had spacey sounds here and there, mixed with the hip-hop, mixed with the reggaeton in some parts. So it was like lots going on, but still like a cohesive vibe. Brilliant production, just absolutely crisp. Loved that. I don't know what I think yet exactly, but I will know when I'm editing, and I know there were some songs that I absolutely loved. I can't wait to listen to the album again just to get a real feel for it on my own as well. There were certainly songs that I really, really enjoyed. I think Careless was one of them. Like, I loved that so damn much. I genuinely really liked Honda as well. That one had such a cool vibe. There was another one, Lightbeamers maybe? I don't know, but anyway, there's so much good ones. I just need to hear it again. I just need to hear it again just to like get into it. But really hope you enjoyed my reaction. And yes, please do like and subscribe because it really, really helps me. And why not? Hey? Anyway, I will see you next time. Bye.